Hey folks, so another benchmark video. This time it's the Core Ultra 5 245KF in Asus Prime Z890m plus Wi-Fi. Now, one thing I have noticed with these different Core Ultras, they're performing differently in the different motherboards as far as the scores go, for whatever reason. And so I thought, since I got this one in and I sent one back because of a lot of issues with it, even after all the BIOS updates, I would, try another video. So let's see how this goes. Let's start with, we'll do Cinebench R20 and then we'll do R23. I think R24 is out, but I'm not going to bother with that one. All right, so there you see Intel Core Ultra 5 245KF. And there's a lot of, things we can do for this. Let's at least do this today. Temperatures. I've got a Thermalright 120 millimeter CPU cooler, so I am kind of curious what the temps are. I'll actually call this a whatever it is. I don't know if it was one of the Assassin line ones or Spirit, but it's a plus now because I've added a second 120 millimeter fan. But let's at least take a look at this, and then I will try and find hardware info 64 on here. All right, so you see it says the base speed 4.20, getting up there to 4.74. Now if I were to use throttle stop and run this, we would never get above 4.20, or if we did, it'd be just barely above it. So I think the score should be around 24,000 if I remember correctly. Or no, that's what the 9800X3D is supposed to be, sorry. Another CPU that's having issues with putting in a crappy motherboard. Wow, that was fast. Okay, sorry, we're in release 20, so the scores are lower. Wow, almost as good as an i9-12900. Of course, that's not the K or KF version, or KS. Better than the 13600KF 2 generations ago. So I don't think I ever bought the i5 14600KF, but obviously that should be in between these two, or maybe higher. All right, let me see here. I'm going to pause this and look for hardware info 64. All right, so I found it. This probably needs to be updated, but we're just going to go with it the way it is. Let's run this again. I'll run it twice. Let's see. That's GPU. We don't care about that. I don't really see anything about temperatures. I guess I will update it. All right, folks, that's more like it. So now we have something that looks more like what we need. Go hit run. And yeah, this is definitely getting warmer than it would if this was a Peerless Assassin 140 on here, which, or excuse me, Peerless Assassin 120, which is what I had on here before. It's probably not going to be a good match if I want to even try and overclock this CPU. So, all right. I mean, not too hot. Let's find the, where's VRM at? Is that motherboard? I don't want to run these for all day long, but somewhere in here. Should have been under here, I think. Oh, I don't know. Maybe, so this is a different motherboard. I guess we don't have, we're not going to have the same exact things on here. Let's do this one. Run it again, 96.9. So if we overclock this, we would be higher than the i9 12900. At a significant savings, folks. Because this is a lot, I think, cheaper than you can find a new one. Maybe even a used one. And done. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna reset this in a second. We'll kill this, go downloads, and here's R23. And we shall, I've never used this on here before, so no previous scores. That's shut off. This is ready to go. Let's go ahead and hit it. I'm not going to do single core with this one. We're just doing, whoops, let's go to the top. And I forgot to reset it, dang it. Hang on, sorry. Okay. Let's reset that a bunch of times. Now, where's our temp at? Wow, that seems warm. Core temperature, CPU package. And boom. Okay, so it's back to a decent temp. Let's go ahead and hit that. And still going. Jump over here to my other computer. So folks, if you're watching this and you're enjoying it, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, watch some other videos, do whatever. I've noticed I've been spending a lot of money on stuff lately, and we are just not getting the views that we need to sustain this thing. All right, so 25,000. That is better than the 9800X3D for this kind of benchmark. Now for gaming, that's another story. But yeah, that's respectable for sure. All right, we're gonna do this again. Let's see if our CPU is cooled off yet. Yep, it's good. Where's the motherboard one? Here, we'll do this one. I'll reset this. We're gonna hit it again. 25051. Let's see if we can break that. Stupid thing. Is there a card reader on the side of this piece of crap laptop? Nope, no card reader. So is it done? It's done, and it scored a little higher. Not surprising. One thing, these things are not consistent. All right, so is that the end of my benchmarks? I think it is, because we don't have Intel XTU installed on here. That'll be my next step for a different video. Got to make a lot of videos out of this. Thanks for checking it out. Please like, please subscribe, and definitely watch more of my videos.